Have you ever thought of Jesus as being a worshipper? Probably not. We often think of him as the one people worship, and that's certainly true. People worshipped Jesus even while he was still in Mary's womb. They worshipped him all throughout his life, and people continue to worship him today. Christians believe that Jesus was God in human flesh. But in addition to being divine and therefore worthy of our worship, we also believe that Jesus was 100% human. He was a Jewish man, and he worshipped like Jewish men in those times worshipped. There's this misconception in the modern church that worship equals music. We say, let's stand and worship when we're about to sing. And we call our musicians worship leaders and worship teams. And subtly over the years, we've come to believe that we start worshiping when we start singing in church. The truth is that singing and making music is only one expression of worship. It's an important way to worship, but it isn't worship itself. Worship is far deeper than singing a few songs. When we worship something, we adore it and love it and value it more than anything. And in fact, the word worship actually means to ascribe worth to something. And you can do that with or without music. You see, in the end, we're all worshippers of something. Every human being is born with a desire to worship and to adore and to love and value something above everything else in their lives. And so if we want to learn what worship is, let's look to Jesus. In a conversation he had with a Samaritan woman in John 4, Jesus says to her, "You Samaritans worship what you do not know, but we worship what we do know." So you hear him speaking there of himself as a worshipper. And we Christians also worship what we do know. God the Father, Jesus the Son, the Holy Spirit, our wonderful God in three persons. Will your life be marked by worship today? Will you value God more highly than anything else and express that love for him in song, in prayers, and in the way you live your life? Jesus worshipped. Let's copy him and worship the God we know every day of our lives.
Worship that's defined, 'cause you are here.